So, when you were sworn in,
Yes.
you couldn't fasten your
You know, the DP, when I was sworn in, that president was saying, welcome, Minister. The DP says, fasten. The tap is in the way. I'm like, hey, but this sabotage here. So today I'm ready. I was hoping he doesn't want to fasten. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes.
Okay.
The meeting started with us thanking the acting president, deputy president, for what he has done for the arts, the sport, arts and culture sector. And he was arts and culture. We spoke about things like the Mzansi Golden Economy, which he pioneered, which he started, which is still today one of our flagship programs. And we thank him for the good work he's done. Then the meeting proceeded where we shared that where the acting president was clear when it comes to social cohesion, but also accountability, and also the fact that we should involve the private sector, and we should also go around the country and go look at our monuments, go and look at our history to share it with the upcoming youth. We then shared with him that we are repatriating our heroes, the likes of Duma Nokwe, Beryl February, Neff Florence, and that is the president will be leading that ceremony in the next few weeks, where you will get an invite. What we spoke about our intention to bring the F1, the first African country. We did have it in 2003, but some of you are still at kindergarten. Look at your usefulness. We spoke about Power Slap that we intend to bring to South Africa, normally known as Chisampama. We spoke about our world champion Dricus being the world champion UFC fighter, and we spoke about the fact that we want to bring, that we are nearly there to bring UFC, the next world championship fight, to South Africa and Africa as a whole. We then spoke about the more important issue, that social cohesion. We must be honest as a country that we are not where we were. We are not where we want to be. But we are definitely not where we were. My job is to make sure that we get there. Many people also speak behind my back and behind corners. And I'm not the first minister they said that about. When it comes to the Department of Sport, Arts and Culture, that this is a junior department. This is a department that's not being taken serious. And when you go to places like France, they congratulate me and say, you've got the most important minister. The deputy president, acting president now told me, when I do this, I'm not saying this is the deputy president. Because I see Rakis is smiling. I say the deputy, then I speak with my hands. He also told me that in Italy, people feel the same way about the arts, that is part of the golden economy. And we are going to bring social cohesion. We are one nation. We are the children of Nelson Mandela. We should not let those ones that want to detract us, those ones that want to separate us, those ones that want to divide us, we should not even give an ear to those. We should lend our ears to people that come with ideas for us to go forward. And one of the most important things we discussed was the fact that we shared with the acting president that for 30 years in this country, the same conversation about transformation in sport has been happening. I think it was Einstein that said if you do the same thing over and over again and expecting different results, that's insanity. So we don't want to follow the insanity route. Hence, the debate or the discussion will shift to where it should have started, which is you can't expect equal outcomes if there's no equal access. You can't expect the black swimmers at the Olympics, but there's no pools. It's madness. You can't expect a pole vaulting champion from black people to be represented at pole vaulting and swimming, but there's no pole vaulting met pole. It can't be. And I assured the acting president that my term, the Minister of Sport, Arts and Culture, would want to be a term where I make sure that arts, community halls get used for its purposes, for community theater, community functions every day, because it can't be at the moment it's not being fully utilized. You use the community hall twice or 3 times if you are lucky, but we're going to turn that into community theaters where it should be. Today you train, tomorrow you perform, and because we take the art serious. We're also going to fight very hard to make sure that artists get recognized as workers. We can't be treating our artists and our creatives as if they are not being recognized as workers. They can't go and buy a car and give 3 months bank statements or buy a house. It can't be. It's an indictment on us, and we want to fix that, and we are going to fix that, because artists are workers. They contribute 3% to the GDP of this country, the same as agriculture. We can't treat them like they are just there to make us laugh, to make us happy.
And I want to apologize to the artists, to the creatives, to everybody that felt that the government didn't listen to them over the past years. But I can promise you, the best thing about me, I know sports. I'm like a super fan. I go to sporting events. There's little I don't know about sports, but I know very little about the arts, about culture, about heritage. But one thing I can do, I think I'm smart enough to know that the solution for me to shine in this department, I have no choice, but I will have to listen to the people that have been in the arts, in the creative sector, in the heritage sector. My success is your experience, and I intend to hear you, to listen to you, and to implement. Arts and culture is going to a new era. Well, I just want to say to you, I sat here and I saw the boys that did Pansula. And my heart, was bursting with pride, because those boys have been given opportunity to be on the same stage with world-class dancers. And for them, well, you are one side over there. Thank you very much, and we all love you, and we will support you. Because you will do that. Thank you very much.